that we used to sing on Sunday morning. I want to hear you say Sunday morning. Sunday morning.
I want righteous fruit. And what is that? It's something that penetrates darkness and reveals light. I don't want to have my light hidden under a bushel. I don't want to be ashamed of what God is and who He is to me. My fruit will be able to tell somebody I once was lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, but now I see. I want fruit to let somebody know. Follow me as I follow Christ. I want fruit to let somebody know that what He did for me, He'll do the same for you. I want fruit that lifts up His name until somebody declares, I yield.
And when Christ comes into the world, and look at purpose, the Father does not celebrate with cigars, but the Father sends a choir to sing glory to God on the highest, and peace and goodwill towards all mankind. And His second birthday in Egypt, the Father does not order a clown and a crew, but instead He sends 3 wise men burying gifts that symbolize His kingship, that symbolize His crucifixion. At the age of 12, the Son acknowledges that He must be about His Father's business, and therefore we conclude that they had a unity in action and purpose, because at a baptism at the age of 30, the Father declared, this is my Son in whom I am well pleased. And I don't know how you feel, but I want to hear Him at some point in my life say, this is my Son in whom I'm well pleased.
Pray like David did in Psalm 55. David said, oh, that I had wings like a dove, for then I could fly and be at rest. Don't get comfortable in the wilderness, but you ought to want to fly. I heard the kids sing the old song, I believe I can fly. Well, I've come to tell you, if you're in the wilderness of life, don't let the wilderness bring you down, but believe that you're not going back to Egypt. Believe that you're not going to stay in the wilderness, but there's one last destination. Some wanted to move on to the promised land. Some wanted to recognize that Egypt was false refuge. The wilderness is temporary, but I got a land that I never grow old. Somebody ought to want better than what Egypt had. Somebody ought to want more than Mount Sinai. Somebody ought to recognize this wilderness is not my home. I'm just passing by. I was like the raven in the classic book, Nevermore. But there's something wrong. He died that I might live evermore. But it's nevermore. So I spelled one more time. I had an N, an E-V-E-R-M-O-I-E, and it hit me real quick. Take that in off nevermore, and you got evermore. So I looked at that thing I got an S on the board. I got an O on the board. I got an N on the board. S-O-N. 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 My cure is in the sun. They nailed him. They crowned him. He died. But early Sunday morning, he got up. He got up. He got up. He got up. Do you know he got up? Your cure is in the sun, and his name is Jesus. Jesus.
We're going to take you to Sunday morning. Listen, it's in my mind. It's in my mind. Oh, that I Lord. Come on. It's in my mind. It's in my mind. Oh, that I Lord. Come on, put your hands together. Come on. I want y'all to help me sing it. I got another witness. Can we do another one? I don't hear you. Can we do another one? Come on.